Hi guys, so today we are going to do a pick a card reading on messages from your person. We are going to do how they feel about you, their intentions towards you and their main blocks, and then we're going to do the same thing for you, how you feel about them, your intentions towards them, and your blocks, okay? So we have pile number 1 right here with quick silver moon changes. Your crystal is going to be this fluorite. Pile number 2, we have talk to the moon and communicate. And your crystal is an orange calcite. Pile number 3, you have dark side of the moon mystery. And your crystal is this purple lepidolite. If you can hear that, I'm sorry, that's my cat in the background. Alright, so just go ahead and pause the video and pick pile number 1, 2, or 3, whatever you are drawn to. Alright, pile number 1, you chose the Quicksilver Moon Changes with the Fluorite. And the first thing that I notice about this spread is there are 2 swans right here, and they are paired. And since this is a relationship reading, that is a very good omen. And it feels to me like you're stepping into something new, a new way of doing things, a new way of being, that is going to include this sort of balance. And swans are also animals that pair, like for life, like they choose a partner, they're monogamous. So we have that, and then the first thing I want to dive into is how does this person feel about you? And we have the 9 of Cups. I feel like you have spent a lot of time with this person in social situations. Maybe they're in your friend group or you work with them. And you all really have enjoyed your time together. You always feel good and happy when you're with them. Like it's a really good, happy, fun time. We have the 7 of Swords next. And in this card, there's a mask in this bag. So there's something that this person isn't telling you or isn't communicating with you. You don't know the whole picture to everything. I feel like they do communicate with you because this person is on the phone. They're just not telling you everything, right? So he's standing in this box. He's telling you certain things. There are certain things outside of the box, like these swords, that he's probably afraid for you to, he or she, they are afraid for you to see. And they're not telling you the full truth about a situation. And I don't feel like it's so much like they're like trying to hide it. I just feel like it just like hasn't come up, or they don't know how to explain it to you. So there are things that are left unsaid, right? It doesn't feel like this person has like lied to you per se. Sorry, that's the cat. But it feels like there are things that have been left out. Just like this mask is left outside of the box, there are things they have just left out of the story that they are trying to tell you. I do feel like that does kind of confuse you a little bit because like you have certain pieces of the story, but they're just not making sense. You're like, what? Like it's just not fully coming together. So the next card that we have is the Hierophant, and then we have the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is slightly stressed about money, stressed about things. As you can see with these piles here, we're looking at the piles. The piles are going down as time is happening behind him, and this person looks like they're sweating a little bit. So I am getting the feeling this person is stressed out financially in some way. So it could be for a certain percentage of them, like they have a business and they can see into the future things are not going to work out. It could also just be like they see looming ahead of them is like a certain payment, or maybe their payments are going to increase in some way, and it stresses them out a little bit and they're not really like ready for that. And they're just like looking forward into the future is giving them some sort of anxiety, and it's taking their attention. I don't feel like their full attention is on you by any means. I feel like they like to talk to you and you're enjoying that, but also at the same time, I'm getting the feeling like you're a little bit confused because they're not really doing anything, right? You're just like, well, I think it's working out. I think they like talking to me. They always seem to, but they're not doing anything, okay? This is the vibe I'm getting. The Hierophant card, This feels to me a couple things. Like this book, a lot of people like to receive the truth. They like to give the truth. This, I don't know why, like I'm feeling like this book would have truth in it. Or the whole story. That's what I'm hearing in my mind. It would be the whole story. You would like to receive the whole story from this person, but that's not, you're only getting a half of the story. And I feel like this is a little frustrating for you. Like you're like, does this have potential? Now we're over here with the Ace of Cups. You would like to start something. You would like it to go to the next level, whatever that is. But there's things that you don't know. Like this shackle here is being broken. I feel like you need to see more of the truth. You need to know more of the truth so that you can move forward with this relationship because you want to move forward. You feel like it has potential. That's what I'm getting from this Ace of Cups. It has potential, but you're like, there's just something I don't know. I'm not seeing. I don't understand, which is why you're watching this card video. And then the next thing I have is the Ace of Cups. Like when you look at this person, you see a lot of traits you really like about them. Interestingly, there's a lot of music in the background, so maybe this person is very into music. But I feel like with the dog, it's like, oh, well, they have like this cuddly side like that I'm really enjoying about them. They're very caring or sweet in some way, and you guys have a lot in common, right? Like this is a very casual interaction between these two. They're like talking and like really enjoying themselves. And I feel like that's mainly your interaction with this person. You feel that vibe from them. And Six of Cups. When you think about interactions you've had in the past with them, it makes you feel warm and fuzzy. Speaking of warm and fuzzy, there's the twinkles. It makes you feel like, oh, like nostalgic and like, oh, what, like we had such a good time. Again, here's a teddy bear with the puppy, warm and fuzzy. Then this last card is Four of Wands. Like whenever you see this person out, you see them in your friend group or you're doing whatever. I feel like you guys are doing group activities with this person. And you always have a good time. You have such a good time. And I feel like in your mind, you're like, why are they not moving forward? Why are they not doing anything? Okay, so that's where we are with that. So I pulled some more cards. So let's look at those cards. Reveal. Ooh, I want to tell you the truth. Okay, so he wants to tell you the truth. He doesn't want to keep hiding things from you. We have understanding. I see your side of the story. All right, so he understands how you could be confused. I'm still not feeling like he's ready to really tell you, but he like wants to tell you, but I just feel like he's just not sure how to, he or she is not sure how to do that. Ego. I let my pride get in the way of our connection. This feels to me like being emotionally shut down to a degree, not fully ready to open up with the space. I need more time to think card. Still hiding things. Commitment. I want you to be part of my future. All right, I do get that this person is kind of open to like having more of a relationship with you, but there are things that are holding them back from fully expressing themselves and also taking the action. You're confused because they're not taking really a lot of action here. And then what do we have? We have the window, framed views, glass portal, windowsill. This to me feels like wishes, what you wish would be true. You kind of like fantasize or think, well, if things were correct, we could go do this, this, and this, and that would be great. Damp and rainy realm, moisture bounce, wet serenity, drizzly delight. This feels to me more like reveries, kind of, you know, when it's raining and you just kind of like stare out the window, like in the pockets of time, in the pockets of space in between, when you're like doing things. Maybe you're driving, maybe you're gazing out the window, taking a walk. You think about what could be, right? You just kind of like allow your mind to wander into it. Creative showcase, curated gallery. I mean, I feel like you can see, like, you're like, yeah, we like have a lot in common. We get along very well. Like this could work. So you're seeing these windows of how like it could work or it could form or it could all the way come together. Okay. But it's just not fully coming together. All right. So let's ask another question. Let's do the next part of this reading. What are their intentions towards you? All right, so here, let's just move these out of the way. What are their intentions towards you? I feel like I want to use a different deck. We're going to use this one. All right, so what are their intentions towards you? All right, we have Queen of Pentacles reversed, 10 of Blades. These are all reversed. These are not. Okay, the Fool, the Hermit, 9 of Pentacles. All right. Queen of Pentacles. You're wishing things would be different and you're really wishing that they would take action and they're just like not. At the same time, you're like, this person doesn't want to hurt you. 10 of Blades reversed. They do not want to hurt you and they don't know how to go forward without hurting you. Okay? The Hermit. I feel like they want more time to really think about, here, I'm putting this, to really think about how to proceed and how to take action, but they don't want to take action unless they really have like the correct intent. And I feel like they're not clear within themselves. They're not clear within themselves. 9 of Pentacles. I feel like they want to give to you. They want to give to you. But they're not sure how to. They're not ready. Something is not finished. Something is undone in their world. Like they haven't wrapped it up, which is why they can't move forward with you. And they just, I'm getting that they don't know how to wrap up what is, what happened before. And they're still like in the midst of whatever that is, which is why they're not able to move forward. Okay. What do we have here? The Tower. Ace of Crystals reversed. 5 of Crystals reversed. 6 of Crystals. One thing that I notice, all of these reversed cards are like, I feel like they want to move forward in their mind. Like, they want to move forward in their emotions, but it feels to me like outside circumstances are just like keeping their energy kind of boxed in, so they're not able to move forward. They're not able to like take the action that they want to. This action in them feels so blocked, right? Because these are the Suit of Wands. It's passion, action, moving forward. But they're all reversed right here. So the passion is kind of being bottled up. If they want to be more romantic towards you, they're having trouble doing that. I feel like this is why they're staying friends with you and they're not like advancing. Okay, for some of you, you all may have been sexually intimate with this person and then it didn't go anywhere. I feel like this is about like 35% of you all. For the other parts, the rest of you all, because this is a general reading, the other 60-ish%, you guys have not been sexual or overly romantic with this person. You're still in the friend zone, but you're confused as to why it's not blossoming into more. So their intentions are, they don't want to hurt you. They don't know how to move forward. They need more time before they take action. I feel like they really care for you. Like, I get that feeling from them. They care for you. They don't want to hurt you. They're not going to take action until they're clear within themselves, and they're not clear within themselves. So their lack of action, I'm not getting that this has to do with you. I'm getting that it has to do with them. So they are needing to have more crystal clarity within themselves. Their passion is like, they don't feel like they can take action on their desires. They cannot go to step 2 with you, right? This card is reversed. 5 of Crystals reversed. Let me tune into this card. Give me just 1 second. So with this 5 of Crystals reversed, I'm getting that I feel like this person has integrity, but they don't want to, they're not going to take an action forward if they can't be in integrity. I'm feeling that they're not going to take actions if their emotions and their mind are not lined up. And if they did take action, it just wouldn't be correct. It wouldn't be the right thing. So they're actually treating you well by not moving forward because they can't show up and give to you fully at this moment. And this card, when it's upright, is success, and here it is upside down. So they're not seeing how to be successful, and I think it's because of unfinished business that is not, they haven't concluded yet. All right, so the other cards that I get are stress, turbulence, tension, arguments, divine masculine, yang masculine energy, return, second chance opportunity, making amends. I don't feel like they have their full energy available to them to make decisions. This card doesn't mean this person is masculine or feminine. It's talking about their masculine yang energy. So they're so stressed. I'm not getting that they're able to feel or able to choose, I'm going to do this and execute. And I feel like they like that. They like having clarity because then they can very swiftly and quickly make a choice. But they're not having clarity, so they're not able to do that. Second chance opportunity, making amends. Let's see. Thinking, missing you, craving, desire. They regret some interactions between you two. If you all have had any sort of conversation about, maybe you told them how you feel and they were kind of shut down emotionally and didn't fully see you and hear you, I feel like they kind of regret that interaction. They wish they had said different things or maybe given you more comfort than they actually did. They kind of feel bad that they didn't. I don't feel like they did it on purpose. I feel like they were taken by surprise and they weren't, they just weren't prepared. And I feel like they've been very stressed. So they're not exactly in their best self right now because of whatever else is going on in their life. So shocking, turmoil, trouble, unexpected. Releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away, boundaries. No drawing the line enough. This person feels out of control with some other thing that's happening in their life. And they're trying to let it go. They're trying to make new choices. They're trying to set boundaries. But it's very hard for them because there's some other person in their life that's causing trouble somehow. And they don't feel like they have the ability to stop whatever that person is doing. And it's causing them distress and keeping them kind of stuck, so they're not able to move forward. Okay. All right, let's move forward to the next one, the next question. What are their main blocks? I feel like we touched on that a little bit, but let's move more into that energy. Let's see, what are their main blocks? Let's use this deck. All right, so I asked, show me their emotions. I like this deck for emotions. All right. Well, okay. All right. The sky, infinite universe, cloud formations, church, countryside, roof, grassland, train. All right, so this is showing me more of their emotions. All right, I feel like they've been praying spiritually. They've been praying to God or the universe, whatever they believe in, to help them in this situation. Okay. So that they've been trying to connect to the divine, and they've been asking for help in what is the resolve for this, because they can't see how to resolve it. They can't even go to step 2 with you because they're so embroiled in like this other situation in their life that they're having trouble moving forward. They really want to know how to be at peace emotionally. Just like, I feel like they're tired of the chaos. The chaos is too much. So roof, overhead shelter, protective canopy, rooftop views, grassland, open expanse, sunlit grass, subway, railway. Sometimes they can see an overview of the situation and they can see how to get out of it. They can like see this like glimpse of like, oh, if I did that, I could get out of it. I feel like this thought, this vision that they see it's not as dominant in their reality as it could be. Like they think of it sometimes, but it's kind of like wishful thinking, and they're not seeing that it's actually the answer to how to change the situation. So right now it's like a small thought in their awareness, right? And I feel like that this is the answer to their prayers that they're asking for. Okay, so they have received the answer. But this answer isn't like, I feel like they're going to keep getting the answer over and over and over and over again. And then at some point they're going to be like, oh, that is what it is. That is what I need to do. And then they will be able to like move forward. But right now it's just like this inkling in their mind. And they haven't been able to realize they actually have received their answers so they can make a choice. Okay, so let me ask any more, like what are their main blocks? Let's see if we can tune more into that energy. What are their main blocks? Alright, and then we're going to move into your energy and how you're handling this. In the past, they were carefree, they were too open, too carefree, they got very hurt. And then now they feel kind of like tied down. They have all of these like responsibilities and things to take care of now because they were kind of, I don't want to say they were irresponsible, but they were not aware of consequences as much as they are now. They're so aware of consequences now that it's kind of harder for them to make choices to move forward. And I get the feeling like they're taking care of somebody else, or they're taking care of someone else in a financial manner, and it's draining them. So a lot of their money is going towards this, and they feel depleted because of it, and they're not sure how to get themselves out of this pickle. And in fact, it causes them a lot of emotional distress. I don't feel like they have the emotional bandwidth to really like give to you fully, because this situation, the person they're taking care of, most likely in a financial way, is really, really like hindering their ability to move forward. Is taking up a lot of space in their brain, that's for sure. Okay, let's redirect this reading towards you. I want to move into the feelings of how you can move forward and what you can do with this. All right, I pulled cards on your emotions. So first thing I'm noticing is like casino. It feels kind of like a gamble to allow yourself to open up again. And I feel like you're going between your head and your emotions, your head and your emotions. You're flipping back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like when you're in your mind, it's like, oh, this doesn't matter this much. I don't need to focus on it. Like, it's probably not going to be anything. Like, it's just like, whatever, I should ignore it. But then I feel like then you go like into your emotions and you're like, you have a lot of feelings and they feel very deep for you. And it almost feels like maybe you can like drown in these emotions because you have so many of them. And then the emotions are like sweeping you away. It's a lot. So I would say these emotions that you're feeling are, I would say this person is like triggering these deeper emotions in you. They're not from this person. They're from like things that happened to you when you were little that are unprocessed, but this person is causing you to feel these feelings. And they're intense, and I feel like there's a lot of them. And then just as soon as you feel these like deep, intense emotions, then you just kind of go back into parking lot. Like you don't really feel anything. So it's like back and forth. Like I'm getting this like whipping motion, okay? And then sometimes, you know, when you're alone times, like you think, oh, but it could work. And like, these are your dreams. This is what you would like to happen. But like you don't trust. You're like, oh, is this a gamble? And it's hard for you to trust because you're going back and forth between like these deep emotions that are like kind of spilling out and then being completely logical and being like, oh, well, you know, it's probably not going to work out anyway. Like, whatever. Just like sour grapes. Just like, whatever, you know. All right, so let's get more info. That's kind of the emotional basis here. All right, so let's go a little deeper in how do you feel about this person? How do you feel about this person? I don't know about that card. Let's put that card over there. Okay. I feel like you want to see how it goes. Like you want to take a ride. You're willing to take action. I feel like you want to engage with this person more. You want to go out on dates with them. Like there's roses in here. You want to, you know, be more romantic with them. I don't feel like you know how to express this. You like, it's just not, I feel like it's not coming out of your mouth. It's just, you're just like, it's not being expressed. I feel like with this card especially, you feel stressed out and you need like a time to like recuperate and regenerate. But I'm feeling also like your energy's kind of seesawing a little bit. Like sometimes you're like, oh, I can do it. And you feel like you can be dynamic and like persuasive and like you're feeling all these feelings. And then other times you're just like, I need to be in the bathtub. So I feel like you must be stressed in some way, and it's probably from work or some sort of major responsibility going on, and you're going back and forth between those emotions. You really want to receive so much, but you're not, I'm getting like you're not sure how to do that. When you think about how to receive, you kind of go into this energy of like, it's too much, I'm exhausted, I feel like you're probably working a lot, you're not sure how to balance it. Let's see, the Sun card. This is the energy of success. It feels to me like you know you can be successful if things were just a little bit different. I also feel like you're putting more emphasis on them acting or them doing things, or you feel like they should take the initiative and the action in some way, and they're not, and it kind of feels very frustrating to you. I feel like partially you already have a lot going on, and you just kind of want to be taken care of to a degree. And I feel like it's frustrating for you that it's not just effortlessly working out. Like it should just work out. And you're like, why is it not just working? Then we have, okay, the Chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependencies, Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, ship, cutting ties, moving on, sunglasses, and passion. Okay. I feel like you're in this energy a lot in your life. You're in the energy of chasing, of trying to make things happen. You're always trying to make love happen. But I almost feel like it's like you're trying to make it happen in your mind, or you're trying to make it happen in your emotions. I'm not getting that this translates into a massive amount of like physical action. I feel like there's some, maybe like a lot of texting going on, but you're not like you're not like asking like someone out. You know what I mean? You're just like hinting that you would like to go out, or talking to them and texting them for hours and hours and hours, but then not receiving anything. Okay. I think you need to cut ties with seeing things in a particular way. Cut ties with almost like a busyness. I feel like you have a busyness going on, and then you're like, oh, but I can't make this work because I'm so busy. Like, I have just like so much going on. Like, it's so much busy work. You're like, I can't. And then you maybe romanticize about what could be if they would just take the action, but you don't want to take the action to communicate. And I'm not saying that you necessarily should. I'm just saying, like, it feels to me like an imbalancedness of like putting it on them, like, well, they should do this and they should do this and I should just sit back. And I feel like it's not like an accurate way of seeing the situation. All right, neglected. I failed to give you what you need. Inseparable. Our love is always there despite the distance, despite the distance. You feel an extreme draw to this person, but you're feeling neglected. You're feeling like you're not receiving from them. And it's frustrating. But you really, really like them. With this destiny card, I feel like you feel like, well, this could be the right person. You could have a relationship with them. Like, it's totally possible. And reminiscing, every time you think about them, you have soft, fuzzy feelings for them. Like, you feel really good about them. And then we have damage and third party. We are both hurting from this. There were other things that got in the way of us being together. Yeah, you've been hurt in the past, and so this is why it's kind of hard for you to open up. Even though you feel really strongly about this person, like, they could definitely be a great person for you, and you could definitely have like a great relationship with them if just a few things were different. You are very scared to open up because of something that has happened in the past. And I feel like that's causing this energy of like so much energy is going on in like the mind about what to do or how it could be, or if they would just do this, then it would work out better. But it's not actually moving anything forward. There's a sort of like, I'm getting this overall feeling of like frustration. Okay, so let's ask, what are your intentions towards them? What are your intentions towards them? Okay, we have the King of Cups reversed, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, the Moon, and 4 of Wands. Okay. You don't want to open up to this person too much unless you know that you're going to receive. You really do not want to be hurt again. So I feel like you're not expressing your full heart feelings, your emotions to this person. You want more of an assurance that you're going to receive, and it's because you've been hurt in the past. I feel like emotionally, what you want is to like have a happy relationship with this person, with laughter and fun, but you're not sure how to get there or make that happen. There are some fears from your past that are making it feel emotionally difficult for you to tap into this energy that you really, really want, which is feeling camaraderie and feeling joy. I feel like you're able to do it in group situations with this person just because there's not a lot of pressure. So you feel more at ease with them if you're in a group situation with all your friends, right? Then it's easier. All right, so what do you need to know about this? What do you need to know about this? All right. Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Page, Nine of Swords. It's okay. You can keep walking forward even though I feel like you don't need to be perfect in order to move forward. As long as you keep moving forward and you have the intention of, you know, things getting better, of being more open, of open to opportunities and open to seeing things differently, it's going to get better. The Page of Pentacles. Every small step that you take is going to add up and add up and add up. And yeah, I feel like you're kind of afraid to move forward because you're afraid of being hurt again. All right, so let me ask, what else do you need to know about this? How do you move forward from this being worried about being hurt again? Like, how can you see this differently? How can you see this differently? All right, Link, Tranquil Waters, Reflections. Wildlife Conservancy, I didn't even know I had that card in here. Forest Cabin, Arena, Place of Reminiscence. Okay, how interesting is this? This is like the great outdoors, like a space. Okay, animals, more outdoors, more outdoors, more outdoors. All right, I feel like taking time for yourself to do outdoor activities is going to connect you more to yourself, and it's going to ground you. So this could be maybe a daily walk, even if it's just around your neighborhood. Maybe there's a park where you could go to every day and walk. Spending time with animals is going to be very helpful. If you're able to go to a lake or go swimming, doing something that allows you to connect to yourself. Maybe some sort of sport, maybe a sport that you loved to do when you were a child. These are all going to connect you to that energy within you that makes you feel grounded and makes you feel safe. And when you're in the energy of happiness and playfulness, that is the energy that makes you magnetic. And that's also the energy that you get divine ideas from, right? When you connect back to yourself, you feel rejuvenated, you feel refreshed, you feel good, you feel like you have something to give. And that is going to make this other person more magnetically attracted to you as well, because you're connected to your happiness and, you know, how you feel. And then we have Ascending, Learning, Expansion, and Transcending, and Old School. So this is going to allow you to transcend old ways of thinking and heartbreak that happened in the past, right? It's going to allow you to have more of an overview of the situation and to feel more connected to your body, okay? All right, let's see. Is there anything else that you need to know? Pile number 1. Anything else that you need to know? Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from the heart, You will be heard through the universe, and answers will support you. All right, so praying to your spirit team, angels and guides, definitely 100%. I feel like that's a solid plan. Do that. And then surrender to unhealthy relationships and surrender negative thinking. So if you have been looping in your head over and over and over how it's not working and this person doesn't want you and what happened before is just going to happen again, like it's time to let that go. This loop in your head has to do with what's happened to you before. And it's time to let that go. Let go of that unhealthy relationship, let go of the dynamic, let go of the feeling state, and move into, you know, healthier patterns and ways of being. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Clear your mental and physical clutter. When you find something that incites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. All right, you could even journal and write down what you're afraid to tell yourself. What are you afraid to admit? Write them on a sheet of paper and release them. Like you can take the piece of paper and rip it up into a million pieces and allow that to be like a releasing, right? Clear out how you've been thinking about relationships and about the situation, and maybe even go through your physical house and remove things that drop your energy. If you have things that remind you of the previous relationship and the previous hurt, maybe it's time to go through your space and go through your house and like clear that stuff out, let go of it. Because when you let go of it, then you can bring in the things that excite you and allow you to feel joy and happiness. And I think part of like them wanting you to go outside, right? Where are those cards? Is part of reconnecting to what excites you, what makes you feel good inside, what makes you feel like, oh, everything is working. You feel out like abundance energy and that expansive energy. It's going to make you feel safe and make you feel grounded and like everything is okay. And from the energy of that, you can create worlds. And then you can easily bring in new things because you'll have new thoughts, new ideas. You'll have a new way of thinking and being. And it really will just allow you to allow whatever relationship is correct for you to come in a balanced, whole way. Okay? All right, pile number 1. I hope this was helpful to you. Please let me know in the comments if it was, and send a friend over if you think this reading could help them. All right, guys, bye. All right, pile number 2. We have Talk to the Moon and Communicate with Orange Calcite. So the first part that I delve into is, how does this person feel about you? And the first thing I'm getting is that they might have messed up when they met you and said something or did something that they really regret. And when they think about it, it causes them distress, but they're not sure how to rectify the situation. And I think they replay it in their mind over and over, and they wish that they could make it different. Like if they could time travel and go back, they really wish that they could make it different. I feel like they were kind of being closed off and shut down, which is why they accidentally ended up hurting you. They felt, I'm getting like they felt not good enough on some level, and it was kind of like their ego sort of accidentally creating a boundary. But I think this person really likes you. Like, they like you a lot, and they have a lot of attraction and desire for you. And maybe you're not the type of person they would typically go for, but I'm feeling like they're in their inner world, they really like you a lot. They just didn't know how to express it when they met you, and they just like fumbled. And they really don't know how to make it better. They don't know how to like fix it. They were just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I did that. Like, yeah, they really regret that, like the whole how this started part. All right, let's ask, what are their intentions towards you? All right, what are their intentions towards you? got 2 here. Ooh, lovers. This is good. Oh, okay, they like you a lot. They just don't feel good enough. They don't feel good enough. They feel like, you know, maybe like other people might be better for you. Why would you like them? I feel like they just beat up on themselves a lot. And then, you know, yeah, they just feel not good enough for you. Let's see. These cards are jumping out. All right. Okay. I like this Temperance card here. I like this, like, T, being quiet and being, like, in the moment. I feel like they think about you a lot. They think about you a lot. They're not sure how, they really like you. They don't know how to express themselves. They get tongue-tied. They're just like, ah! When they're around you, like, they don't know how to tell you they like you. That's why they mess up at the beginning when they first met you. It's because they just, like, they don't have, like, suave and elegance. You know what I mean? I feel like they might be a little, like, uncapped or, like kind of non-traditional and, like, they do feel to me like they're, like, a cool cat. You know what I mean? But, like, not in the traditional way of, like, a cool cat. They might have, like, eclectic interests or things, and they are like, oh, but are they gonna like me for that? Like, if I show them these, like, weird parts of me and my, like, snail collection. I'm not saying they have a snail collection, but I'm saying they might have, like, quirky, eccentric things that they, like and are interested in, and they're just like, it's not traditional. They're not traditional, and they're just not really sure like how that's going to be perceived. And I think that also causes them to feel a little bit inadequate sometimes, like, oh, like, I'm not like other people, so, like, are they really going to like me, you know? All right, so let's see. They definitely like you. Tell me more about their intentions. Tell me more about their intentions. I'm getting that they want to go out with you, but again, they're, like, not sure. They had that rough start for starters, and, like, they're also not sure how to overcome that, how to come back from that. All right, what are the other cards we're getting here? 2 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Swords, Page of Pentacles. All right, I'm getting the energy that they're kind of impulsive and will, like, act by the seat of their pants. Sometimes they want to do this and sometimes they want to do that. I don't get the feeling that, like, they're really good at planning very well. They're kind of just, like, a little bit all over the place. That's not a bad thing. That's just, like, kind of the way their personality is. It does feel to me like they're very protective over you, and they want to please you. They want to show you a good time. They want to do, like, create something fun for you all to go do and really have you enjoy it. They want you to receive what they have to give. So their intentions are, they are not quite sure how to move forward, but they do want you to have a good time, and they really want to enjoy what you provide for them. So the other cards I got are give yourself some credit. Never forget how resilient you are. Speak up and speak out. You could use some self-care time like now. This person needs to speak out and express themselves and how they feel about you, which is probably why we have the communication card over here. They are not really valuing how amazing they are, and so they don't show up in a way that is, like, confident, because they just feel like they're, like, not good enough, or why would you pick them? You would pick somebody else that's, like, better than them. They don't believe in themselves, and because they don't believe in themselves, they are not really, like, speaking up. They're not taking a lot of action. Their energy seems a little, like, I don't know if immature is the word. It's just this subject of relationships, romantic ones, probably isn't their forte. I'm getting that vibe. All right, what else do we have? We have, move these out of the way. We have unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss. Gossip. I was afraid of what other people will think. Reunion, runner, and regret. This person regrets not taking action already. They regret, I think they've had several ideas of like things to ask you to go do that they thought would be fun, but they can't seem to get up the confidence to like ask you to do these things. And they wish they had. They really wish that they had, and they didn't. Okay, so I do think that they replay it in their mind a little bit. They really, really like you. They really like you. Oh, it's so cute. The energy feels like so like fresh and adorable and sweet. Ooh, chemistry, finality, clarity, and soulmates. Okay, so this person is a soul friend. When I see the soulmate card, that to me means soul friend. You have lots of soul friends, okay? You have lots of people that would be like really good sort of partners for you, right? And you can have friends also that are like soul friends as well, meaning they're just like in your soul group. So they're more important than like other people. So that's how I feel about this. I'm not saying this is the person you need to be with to the end of your life, the end all be all. That's not my definition of soulmates. But this person is a soul friend, okay? You're probably the same soul group. There is a lot of chemistry. I feel like this person would like love to be with you, and they would like drop everything to be with you. They might need to have a little more clarity within themselves before they're able to do that. Okay? But they really like you. They love spending time with you. They want to go forward with you, but they're just like, it just feels like so, I don't want to say the word goofy, but they are like excited about you and like infatuated and like want to move forward, but they're just like, they don't know how. They're like a little bit freaked out because they like you so much. All right, so let's see. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? We'll do this one. King of Cups, the High Priestess, Justice, I'm feeling the energy of you're slightly more reserved, okay? I feel the feelings of like you want to be honored. You're not being as emotionally open with them as you could be. I feel like you do like them, but you're more reserved, maybe a little bit more quiet. You're afraid of things moving too fast. You don't want them to go awry. I feel like you're more of like, you do things like a little bit slower. Maybe you do things a little more in order, by the book. This other person's energy could feel a little chaotic to you just because like you're not sure where they are, because I just feel like their emotions are a little more all over the place, and you tend to be more like steady and even keel. And overall, I feel like you like this person. They do on some deeper level make you feel grounded, but it's almost like they have like dog energy or like a golden retriever energy. They're like a little more like bouncy and aloof, and you're kind of like, okay, but you're more cat energy, you're more grounded. You're like, but are you going to do that stupid thing you did when we met? like, are you going to calm down and be a little bit more grounded, or are you just going to kind of continue to, be all over the place? Like, for you, I feel like you kind of want a little bit more grounded or stability. But you'd think this is a really fun person. You just would like them to show a little more groundedness. You must forgive if you want to be free. Do it for yourself. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Find ways to lighten up. You must forgive if you... Oh, I started reading that again. Sorry. I feel like you're craving the stability and the kind of like predictability. Yeah, this person isn't giving you the feeling of predictability, stability. You can't like really track what they're going to do next, which kind of unnerves you a little bit. But I feel like the universe is asking you to maybe like lighten up a little bit, go with the flow. And don't, like, enjoy the lightness and the lightheartedness of this person, and don't focus on how it's making you feel a little bit out of control. Okay? So when your inner voice is telling you to like express yourself and have fun with this person and enjoy what you're doing, and not focus on like needing that massive amount of stability, I think that is going to help you let go a little bit and move forward. Okay. All right, let's see what your intentions are with them. Oh wait, let's do this. Let's use these cards. What are your kind of emotional intentions? Window. Post office. I'm getting that you want a little bit more safety. You want a little bit more predictability. I'm getting that with the post office. You like the stability. You feel grounded in yourself with that stability, is what I'm getting. Tavern, drinks, beverages, amusement park. So you like it, you like the funness and the, I don't know if frivolity is the word, but the joy of being with this person. But then I feel like you want to go back to feeling safe and secure. You immediately want to go back to your safety. And it's possible that like, maybe this is good for you because it will balance you out. Because I feel like this person can actually provide you for like a lot of comfort. But you have to allow yourself to feel comfortable in their joyfulness and their playfulness and their like their energy that's so I don't know if childlike is the word, but they are more free of like responsibilities. They're very uplifting. They're very joyful. They're like, oh, let's go do this, and this is fun, and let's go investigate this. They have like that childlike curiosity, joy, and laughter, which I really feel like can balance you out a lot. So let's see, what are any blocks that you need to know about this? What are any blocks that you would need to know? Yeah, don't compare yourself to others. I feel like, oh, look at all these swords. So many swords. Way too, okay, your mind is the thing that is blocking you. So don't let taking an action step forward with this person. Don't let other people block you. Don't let being afraid of change block you. Wow, we have Page, King, and Knight. Wow. Okay, so I feel like you do want to move forward with this person. You do want safety. Your mind is craving safety. Your ego is craving safety. But don't let that stop you from taking action in the correct direction with this person. Like going forward with them. I feel like it is safe to investigate this relationship with them and see how it goes. Let's get some more insight. We have healing heart, healing heartbreak, abundance, positive mindset. Ooh, karmic relationship. The snake and runner. Okay. So maybe you've known this person before and you're a little bit afraid of them hurting you again because they disappear. Right? Like they feel like they could be a flight risk to you, and so you're kind of like holding back a little bit because you're like, I don't know. I feel like they could just like do something frivolous and then like, you know, it would hurt me because I would be more invested and they're kind of more like flighty. And you're afraid of that happening. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to focus on what's going right and how things are working. And the more you focus on that and the less you focus on being afraid that they might be a flight risk is the more your heart is going to heal. Like you're really going to have to like own your, that this is your fear, but just because it's happened in the past doesn't mean it has to happen again. And I really get that focusing on it is really not going to help you, and it's going to impede whatever beautiful relationship could come about as a result of you all spending time together and getting to know each other more. So underappreciated, maybe how that person messed up in the very beginning, you feel a little bit like you didn't actually receive an apology from that. You would like to, that would be ideal. Maybe it makes you feel a little bit like, I don't know if I can trust you and like move forward with you because, you know, in the very beginning, like that thing happened and I don't feel like it got fully resolved, and you're just like, but can I trust you? Can't, like, you don't want to put all of you're very careful about putting all of your emotional eggs in a basket with this person because you'd feel like they could just evaporate at any time. Like they could just suddenly decide something different and then that would be that. And then you'd be like, okay. And you really would like some more, safety? You'd like some more safety. That would be ideal. I feel like if you hold yourself back and you're so focused on safety though, you're really going to miss out on a really fun, joyful sort of connection with this person. And what else am I hearing? Focusing on being present, being in your body and feeling how you feel in the moment is going to allow you to have a wonderful, full sort of relationship with this person. Like that's the best case scenario, right? Okay, so let's talk about that. Highest case scenario. So when you are grounded, feeling your feelings, noticing them, and really feeling how you feel in your body about the situation, being very present with them. You know, if they kind of are a little flighty or are a little unstable in their energy, you can just like communicate that to them in like a clear, easy way and be like, hey, I feel like you feel a little ungrounded now. Maybe we could do something more grounding. Like by just staying present with yourself every step of the way in the relationship, then you don't need to worry about them being a flight risk and evaporating, because the more you're grounded, I feel like the more they're going to be grounded. You know what I mean? So you're being very present and in the moment with them helps ground them and helps them to be more present. And then they're not going to be, I just get like, they're not going to be a flight risk. I feel like if they are a flight risk, it's because you emotionally leave the relationship first because you're afraid they're going to be a flight risk, and then they'll emotionally leave the relationship. So they would just mirror back to you what you're doing emotionally, but you wouldn't realize it or see it that way. So if you're present in the relationship, they'll be present in the relationship. If you are bringing groundedness, reverence, presence to the relationship, then they will show up in that same energy and reflect it back to you. Okay. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Guilt is not a normal feeling. Stop pushing against what is. No one said this whole life thing was a race. Yeah, you don't have to go to step 10 with them immediately. You can just go to step 2 and then take your time going to step 3. And maybe that's like the best thing to allow it just like unfold naturally. You know, it doesn't have to be like all the way. Steps 1 to 10 in like a few weeks, okay? So I get the feeling of like, embrace being with this person. Stop pushing against the things you're afraid of. And like, be more present in the moment. Feel your feelings in the moment. Feel the joy and like the laughter and the happiness that can come through with them. And then, let's see, guilt is a normal thing. Just breathe in and let it go. Any sort of negative emotion that you feel, you can breathe in, you can let it go, and ask yourself, what is the next aligned thing I need to do? By connecting in with yourself, and then take that action. That's the action that you need to take. You can't control this person. You can't control the fact that they may disappear, but what you can control is your own presence, being present within yourself every step of the way in the relationship. And I feel like that will create like a very loving, joyful connection with this person, because you're focused on presence instead of focused on how they're a flight risk. Okay. All right. Communication. Yes, this was the whole one of this. Communication is really going to be key with this person. Communication with yourself, communication with them of your needs and wants, and even like, you know, on a moment by moment basis when you're with them. That will help you so much. Okay. Expression. Express yourself. Okay. All right, pile number 2. Give this a thumbs up if you liked it. Please let me know in the comments if it helped you, and send this over to a friend if you think that they would enjoy it. Okay, bye guys. All right, pile number 3. You got picked the dark side of the moon, a mystery, and the lepidolite crystal, which is very good for calming stress and anxiety. Okay. All right, so let's get into your reading. So the first question I wanted to tap into is, how does this person feel about you? The first thing that comes to me is this person is a free spirit. They want to do whatever they want to do. I'm not getting the feeling that they are sharing everything with you. Some things they're leaving hidden. They just don't talk about it. It's almost as if like certain things in their past never occurred because they just don't speak about it. But I feel like you don't even know what those things are because they're not talking about it. So these people, they are not forthcoming, right? If this was upright, they'd be telling you all about it, but it's upside down. So they are not volunteering information. That is the vibe I'm getting. I feel like they want to be free. They want to do whatever they want to do. I feel like they do like connection, but I'm feeling also like maybe they didn't come up to you first. Maybe you came up to them, and you all were in a group of some sort, and you like made the first sort of initiation. They were maybe more focused on the people as a group that you all were with in whatever social situation that was. Or maybe you were at a party or something to the degree with that. I do feel like this person does like to party, does like to express themselves, and does like to do things, lots of things. This also might be they really like having multiple partners. This person feels very, like a lot of Sagittarius sort of energy. Like liking to move around, liking to travel, etc. And they are secretive about things. Knight of Swords. They can make quick choices, and like they could just decide in a day they're suddenly going to travel to this country and then just go do it. Somehow they have the means in order to do this. They're supported in a way that allows them to do like this massive traveling somehow. So some of them travel for work. Some of them are paid, remotely so they can additionally travel. But I do feel like a lot of, for the majority of you, this person is kind of like traveling for work. The Moon card. I think they like emotionally traveling. This whole like dynamic here works for them. I do get that this person's attention is kind of scattered all over many people. They're not very focused on like having one primary relationship. I feel like they have lots of relationships. They have lots of friends. They have lots of connections with lots of different people in lots of places. That makes them feel emotionally grounded, and they really like that. And they feel strong in all of their connections and all of these like people that they know in all of these different places. And I feel like they have good stories that they can tell you about, but they're not really revealing I mean, I feel like they'll tell you all about their travels or their friends or their cool things their friends have or their friends did or that they did with them, but they're not really telling you a lot about their emotional history. I don't get that they're telling you a lot about their family or their relationship with their long-lost brother or their mother or whatever. You know what I mean? I don't get that they're telling you a lot about that. That just seems to not be there. The focus is on their work life, their traveling life, and their friend life. Okay? All right, let's see what else we have. We have separation. Ooh, sadness, bitterness, missing you, abundance, the golden mirror, self-indulgence, and healthy choices. All right. This person is allowing you to see, okay, here's what I'm getting. This person is giving themselves permission to do certain things in their life that you're not giving yourself permission to do. So partially you're attracted to this person because they are living part of their value set, right? Like, that's what I'm getting with the mirror here. Maybe they really value travel and you also value travel, but you never go anywhere, right? And you tell yourself that, oh, well, I can't because of this, this, and this, and this, but really you just haven't like put it first and like kind of arranged your life so you can have the additional travel that you like or the additional novelty or the additional exploration that you like. So this person may be going to like other countries and really experiencing other things you've never even had the ability to do, because maybe you actually like financially can't do that. However, that doesn't mean that you can't travel in your own backyard, right? You can still see what this person is showing you, which is that they are doing things that you wish you could do as well, which I think is why you are kind of attracted to them, because they're living kind of like a dynamicness that you're not living. But what I'm feeling overall, like from the guidance of this reading, is that you can do things like maybe during your lunch break, you go to a new park you've not been to in the city. Maybe you pull up the maps and you look at all the green spaces where you live and you just decide, you know what, every day at lunch, I'm going to go to this new park. I'm going to explore this park. Or maybe there's hiking that's really close to you, or maybe there's like a river or a lake that's like an hour or an hour and a half from you, right? Totally doable to do that on the weekend. It feels to me very important that you acknowledge the things that this person is showing you, and you can make healthy choices. You do deserve to do things that you enjoy. And if this person is putting travel and like interesting experiences first, you can do that, and it doesn't have to be a money problem. All right, you can. You have the ability to do this. You just have to see and acknowledge, okay, this person is doing this, and it's because I actually value that as well, and I can have that in my life also. I feel like you were initially drawn to this person in a romantic capacity, but the guidance to me feels a lot more like just see what this person is mirroring to you. Okay. Reciprocity, overwhelmed, gossip, inseparable, and mend. Okay. You've had relationships in the past that were not equal. It caused you to feel a lot of stress. Now I feel like you're unconsciously like being attracted to partners that aren't really able to give you what you need because you don't really trust that it's going to be okay because you haven't healed yet. Okay. All right, I hope that made sense. All right, let's see what else we have here. Ooh, surrender to your soul's path and surrender to miracles. All right. This person, you're attracted to them because they are following part of their soul's path that you're not following. Okay. Doors and things are opening up for them because they're following their bliss and their joy and what their soul is telling them to do, which is why doors are opening for them and it's working. And that's actually, I feel like, what you need to know about this relationship. Okay. what an interesting reading. This is like my favorite one. This is great. I hope you guys are enjoying it. All right, let's look up and see what this person's intentions towards you are, since this is what this reading is about. All right, here, it's got a lot going on here. Let's put this over here. All right. This person doesn't want anything long term. This person is attracted to you. They have really no plans of being like with you in the future. I'm not getting that at all. They do like you, but they don't have anything like, they don't have a relationship to offer. This King of Cups is upside down. Okay, they don't have that to offer you. They are, I feel like they can offer you like mental things, like their mind, but they can't offer you their heart because they're not actually open for that. I feel like they're open for something temporary. It's not long term. And it might honestly be shorter than you would even like. I'm not getting that they can really, they like don't have it to offer, and they like don't really want to. They're not looking for, I'm not getting that they're looking for any sort of committed relationship. That's not the vibe I'm getting here. Okay. Sorry guys, my foot's falling asleep. All right. Teddy bear. They have like softness for you. Okay. This relationship is going to trigger you. Attraction, teasing, hooking up, temptation, talking, interested, awaiting messages. Yeah, they don't have, this person is not relationship material. Well, not the person, but the situation. They're not interested in giving a relationship with you. Anything that they give to you would just be like temporary. So hooking up, I would say that that's what this person has to give. But you have to decide, like, is this really what you want? Because they basically only have to offer you beginning stage and no other stages, okay? But they're interested in you. But, like, this is what they're interested in, okay? This. They're not interested in a relationship. I do not get that at all. All right. What are their main blocks? Let's ask. What are their main blocks? I feel like they just don't want a relationship. I don't know if that's like a block, but they're just like, it's not on their radar screen. It's not something that this person wants. They don't ever think about it. They're very much in the moment. Six of Wands. They're more interested in their life. I don't know if this necessarily means their online life, but it's almost like they're more interested in like the unreal, and I'm not getting that this person wants to go emotionally deep with anyone. Emotional drive-by. Knight of Cups. He's in a car, but it's reversed. Kind of more shallow emotional interactions. They kind of like being wanted and liked by many people. They kind of really enjoy that. I'm not getting that they want to go deep with any one person emotionally. I feel like they could probably do it in friendships though. Like if you wanted to have a friendship with this person and not have a romantic relationship, that actually, they would be probably a stellar friend. Let's see how that, let's look at the energy of that. Would they be a stellar friend? If there's no romantic capacity, would they be a stellar friend. New phase, rekindle, renew growth, change mind, rise from the ashes. I think they would help you grow. I think they would help you see things differently. They would encourage you to do new things. This person would be a great friend. Great friend. All right, not today, love, clock. All right, it might be of value to take your time with this connection and not jump into it romantically. Unconditional love, boundaries, love, not today. Yeah, maybe, I feel like the guidance here is don't jump into any romantic things with this person. Now is not a good time. Assess the situation, get to know them as a person. Because I feel like if you do, what's going to happen is it's only going to end up being this. And I feel like you're going to like lose the greater connection here, which would be like probably a fantastic friendship. I'm thinking that would be really what the highest timeline for this would be. But let's ask. Show me some more emotions. Show me some more emotions. Train, school, mountain, window, post office. Yeah, the relationship could go very fast. You would learn something from it, and then you would have this like overview, and it would help you decide what you want next, for sure. And then you could be like specific and asking the universe what you want. But this person will be like in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay. All right, let's look at this more from your perspective. All right, how do you feel about this person? How do you feel about this person? You want to make the right decision. You're watching this card reading because you really want more guidance on how to do the correct thing. I feel like you don't want to make another mistake again. Like sometimes you've rushed into things before. You thought they were going to be one thing that they ended up being another. And this time you really want to like be centered, be clear, have clarity so you make the right decision and you make the right choice and you don't just like rush into something and then it's not what you wanted because you went too fast. I think a lot of times you see a situation, you don't read it fully, and then you think it's going to just be this, and it's going to be this instantly, and it's just going to be like this fantastic relationship, and it's everything you wanted, almost like you're maybe romanticizing it a little bit in your mind, and then it's not that. So you really, I'm thinking you want to take care to make sure that you're not kind of like let down or in delusion again because you're like, oh, it's not what I thought it was going to be, because you just like rush into things. All right. Conversation. Escape. Runner. Mistakes. Yeah, a lot of times you go into something without enough information. And then you're like, oh my goodness, how do I get out of this? I made such a mistake. Like, what was I doing? Like, what was I thinking? And really having more communication with that person and with yourself. I am feeling this so strongly. Having this inner communication with yourself is like so important. It's going to give you so much clarity. And especially this person that's in your life, you feel connected to them, but it's like, I think you always assume that when you meet a new person, it's like, oh, maybe this could be like the romantic person I've been looking for, but that's not everybody's role. I think that this person's role, they're like a soul friend, and they're really just showing you that you can have what you want. If you want adventure and you want excitement, like, you can have that. And you can rearrange your life now in order to have that. The things that you see in this person that you're really drawn to is available for you. I feel like that's the highest sort of message for you. Sorry, that was my computer. Oh, surrender to complete healing, surrender to spirit, surrender to play, surrender to silence. Oh my God, I love that. Surrender to silence. It's the Hermit card again. All right. So you are going to heal the more you surrender to your inner guidance, and you surrender to really getting quiet and listening to what your inner guidance is telling you, and listening to the greater message at play, which obviously part of that is this reading that we're doing right now. So let's see. Well, the next question is, what are their intentions towards you? Or what are your intentions towards them? Let's ask for what's the highest thing you could do with this connection? What's the highest thing you could do with this connection? Don't rush in. Don't rush in. Don't do things too fast. It's all going to fall if you are impulsive. Two of Pentacles. I feel like take your time. Take your time. No need to move at like rapid pace. All right, let's see what other things we can get. All right, we've got beauty, possibilities, obsession, realizations, divine masculine, and shocking. Okay. You should definitely be obsessed about the right things. Definitely be more obsessed about the possibilities, the things that excite you and you feel drawn to. And that will provide like these realizations and these epiphanies of what you're looking for. And I feel like this energy of illumination, there's so much yellow in this card. This energy of illumination will allow you to see that you can take action, but you must be focused on the possibilities and what you're drawn to and what you desire and what feels good to you. I feel like this person that you have been thinking of, they are obsessed with the things that they love. They're so much in the energy of possibility and what's next and like what they can do. And they're in your life as for the message of to bring to you that you would be better off focusing on the possibilities that are available to you. What is lighting you on fire? What is making you feel good? And going towards those things and really focusing on that. That's going to bring like a level of illumination and joy into your life. And maybe I think on a subconscious level, you may have been like looking for a relationship to do that for you. But the message here is like, it's not found in a relationship, that's found within yourself. That's found within yourself. You will feel much more joyful and happier being obsessed about the things you can do, the places you can go, even if it's something as simple as going to a new park or going to a new hiking spot every single weekend and just like focusing on that if that's something like you're really enjoying. I mean, it doesn't have to be an outdoor hike, okay? But like something like that you're really into. Like focusing on that is going to bring your life this fulfillment that you're looking for. And that was why you were attracted to this person that we started the reading talking about, because they allow themselves to indulge in their passions and things that they really enjoy. And for you, that's going to bring the most wholeness and balance to your life. Is like this for this next, time period to really focus on what you deeply desire to do. And I really feel like they want you to go within and ask yourself, what do you actually want? What gives you joy? What do you feel drawn to? What are you just irrevocably just drawn to? Right? That is going to heal this like mystery inside of you of like what you're looking for. I feel like you're kind of like looking for something, but you didn't know that to like phrase the question that way, so you ended up with this reading. Okay, I hope this makes sense. Please comment in the comments and let me know if this reading made sense to you. And if you think it'll help a friend, please send them over. All right, thank you guys. Bye. Decks used in this video are Moonology by Yasmin Boland, The Power of Surrender cards by Judy Orloff, Dark Heart Tarot by Vanessa Solmanino. I don't think I'm saying that right. Messages of Cosmic Oracle cards. This is on Amazon. Wake Me Up Tarot, which I'm really liking. This person is on Instagram, and you have to message her if you want to buy this deck. Messages of Love from Amazon. Situation Oracle deck, also from Amazon. The Place Oracle from Amazon. And Heart's Hidden Secrets, also Amazon. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.